What's poppin', my people? What's going on? You already know you tuned in to one of the hottest shows in America. My name is Warpath. This is on the Lockout. And by the way, a lot of people been getting it confused. So let me tell you where I'm from. I'm born and raised on a street called 44th Street and 4th Avenue, 444 Sunset Park. That's in Brooklyn, New York. Facts. By the way, rest in peace, my best friend Aloe. Y'all already know. Boom. This show here is about a lot of things, but today, don't go nowhere because I'm going to talk about people and how we quick to label our own people rats, and it gets spreaded around the world. It gets spreaded through the hood where homeboys damn near getting murked, and some people have got murked in the process, and it was all a lie. One dude or a few dudes always with a hidden agenda. Power, greed, us, the ghetto, the slums, so-called gang. Everybody comes up with a story when they want to take out their own people, someone that's in charge. Is it jealousy? Is it hate? At times it could be true, facts, but they don't always got it right. But yet they want to send someone else to do their dirt. Could it be because he's too much of a coward, not man enough to do it himself? Or because the power that he's trying to seek once you take someone else out, he wants to be in control. Where is that? In the streets. So you get locked up, and guess where he stays at? Mr. Spreading false information on the next man for power, for control. Is it worth it? Hurting your own people, your so-called brother, another man that look just like you. But don't go nowhere. I'm going to tell you a true story and how this happened on Rikers Island while we was at C-74 on the adult side, where it's worse. Believe me, older people act worse than young bucks. It's not the younger dudes messing everything up. It's these fake OGs we got running around here. Facts. My name is Warpath. This is on the Lockout. But check this out. If you was to get locked up, God forbid, something happens to you, mistaken identity, anything, you wind up in Rikers Island, any jail, any part of the world, you got to ask yourself, would you lock out or would you be shook? What's poppin', my people? You already know we back on the show. This is the part where we come with the story. So check this out. We on Rikers Island, C-74. My boy's name is G-Rock. So G-Rock is in the building with me. Good dude. He's on a trial, but he's not the only one on trial. There's a few people on trial with him, right? So at this point, I'm taking a liking to him. I'm feeling him like, yo, son, he's my dude. Plus, before that, I knew him from the street. Bushwick, Knickerbocker, Facts, Star Street, Trotman, all that, because I was there. Facts. Whether I was hustling at one point, I was there when I was indulging, I was there when I was up, I was there when I was down, had different times in my life, because that's the way it was. That's the way life is. Maybe not for you, not for him, but for a lot of people, it was that way. Fun times, bad times, right? Painful, some not too painful. Whatever. Let's get to it. But I knew him from the street. We on the island now. I'm going to court a lot. They going to court a lot. So he worked outside, like moving around, so he had more access to a lot of things. One time, he passes me a crazy contraband, mind you, without even telling, like, yo, bring this back, War. But he was my man, so we was from the hood together. So I guess he felt comfortable. I just grabbed it like nothing, because that's what he do. You gotta go with the flow. You ain't got time to hesitate, because the police gonna see that if he look. You know what I'm saying? So I grabbed it, boom, put it in my pants. But it just so happens, like, on Rikers Island, you was able to wear your clothes at these times. Like the way I'm dressed right now, I'll be on the island chilling. Like, not for nothing, it was better when it was that way. Although a lot of people were getting hurt times three, but people are still getting hurt now. It don't matter. But he passed it to me, and like when you got sweatpants, son, those pants were mad thin. So every time I walked, like, you could see the metal like coming up. You understand? Like, if somebody was to look, they'll be like, "What the hell is that?" No lie, I had a bar like that, like that bar you see there, that black bar, like big, like this, bro, like this big, like big, like big, like big, like the bar was big, like that. I just put up. It was that big and thick. It was copper. Copper, is it? This really solid? Yeah, copper. So it looked like the color of a brand new shiny penny, and it was heavy. So I'm like, oh, there's a bone crusher, like, for real. That's exactly what I said. I said, bro, I'm going to jail with this. And he's laughing, but we already in jail. But it's nothing to us. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? We in the jail, we banging, things are happening. But in the process, everybody on the low is starting to get spread around that he's telling on supposedly the people that he got locked up with. They raided. This was a big thing. It was all over. Everybody knew about it, whatever, right? We ain't getting into certain parts because I can't do that. So anyway, uh, it's being spreaded that this dude is telling. I'm fearful for him because on this day that I go to court, it's the day he's gonna get hit up. It's the day that everything ends for him. But I know he has what to defend himself with because he's passing trunks of it to us. He's not in my house. He's just hitting me with iron. Like, yo, War, here, take that back with you. But he knows that at any given time, he asks me for it. He got that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like, look, he's my man. Like, I don't got to get too deep into the situation. So it's not like you a host or nothing, right? Like a dude that's just holding your stuff. He's not in my house. He's hitting me with the iron. Plus, I'm downstairs in a house with an opposite of gangs. Like, it's me, Lucky from Tompkins. Shout out to Lucky. I don't know. I heard something had happened. I hope not. This was years ago. I heard that. I hope he's still alive. But Lucky was with me. KO, which is Lee Moore. Like, these are people that are in the feds. Like, they got years and was popping. What was his name? Crime was with me. Crime from Brooklyn was with us at Mall 1. And Mall 1. When I told the story about the dude that broke out of the island, or he didn't make it off the island, that came back in, that kid, whatever year that was, because I'm bad with years. That's when we was there. A lot of people was with us, bro. So anyway, Macho was in the building, Puerto Rican Macho with the boy head. There was Twin, all that. But who else I remember that was about it? It was a lot of dudes, but I'm bad with names and all that, man. Whatever. So I had it down there like it was mine. But if he ever needed something, like one time he sent Macho down there. Macho was like, yo, son, if you could give me something, but I still asking you for why? Because I don't want the wrong person to get hit up. I was always real cautious with that. Like, who you going to hit up with that? You understand what I'm saying? So, it just so happens that they was going to hit up G-Rock. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. I go to court. Luckily, on the bus, the dude that they say that he was telling on, I run into him. Boom. But first, when he was like, "What up? What up? What up?" He looked back. He was like, "What up, nene?" And I was like, who's that? And he was like, "Yo, it's me, man. It's Dub." I'm like, "Holy snap, yo, Dub, what up?" I'm like, "Yo, you don't even know what's going on, bro," because he looked different. You know, he's been in the box for a minute now. He rocked somebody for the phone. I mean, what? Like, hold that. Like, zip up. Like, like you heard that. Ripped them hard. Boom. Infirmary, you out of here. Your teeth showing. All that. So, never glorifying, just saying so you don't end up. That's how serious these things are. You know, and how sad it is that people are just putting hits out on you, trying to take you out in the jail when it's not even true. Just because you may want power, greed, status. It's crazy. So I see him and I'm like, "Yo, you know they trying to spread around their son is He's like, "Nah, bro." First he went like, so I said, "Oh, he's gonna say yeah." Like it looked like he was saying, "Yeah, man, I can't believe it." That's what I thought. But he was like, "Yo, boy, tell them to leave that dude alone, bro. That dude is not telling on me." You know what I'm saying? And then he even said, dudes are bugged out. When a dude is telling on a person, he's like, they ready to go touch him and get the person more in trouble. Because it's true, they're gonna look at him like, you send these dudes to do this. You understand where I'm getting at? So it looks crazy. It looks super crazy. But when you don't know how much I was dying for that bus to get back. That was like dreadful. Like it felt like it was taking forever to get back. Facts. You know why? Because I was even hoping, like I wish I was driving the bus. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing I could do. You gotta wait. Somebody else is driving. But I felt like I was working with time. Like, yo, what about if they hit him up already? Like, that's so serious. Because when I was going to court, you know, like the day before at night, I was hearing it like, yo, it's a wrap. That's happening today. It's going down. I mean, tomorrow in the early. Because these people used to come outside. You got to go to work, got to go to, you know, medication, everywhere. Like things is popping. And I was hoping that they didn't get some. Thank God that they must have sent dudes that act like they didn't see him or wasn't really about it, or send the wrong dude, or something must have happened. Because when I got back and I was in intake, I was on the gate. And I never be one of those that be on the gate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, man, like trying to wait till when they call my house. I don't play the gate. You know what I'm saying? Most dudes that play the gate, we always looked at it like those are dudes that were scared. You know what I'm saying? They want the CO to be able to see him at all times. But a lot of them dudes are crazy. We used to always think like, you playing the gate. If I come up behind you and whop, the CO can't even see who just rocked you. And a dude walking by will just rip you right walking by, bro. All it takes is for a CO to blink his eye 1 second. I've seen it done and been through it many times. But anyway, with that being said, I get back and I tell everybody, yo, I saw so-and-so. But at this point, while I'm in the pins and while I'm on the bus, I'm thinking like, yo, they're not going to believe me probably. Because one could say, yo, War's word is gold. His word is official for those that knew me or whatever, right? Meaning like my word is solid, like just to me, right? Like, yo, but I'm like, they might just look at it like, that's his man though. They always together. And then I said, damn, what cowards. They wanted to take him out because they knew, you know, what he was about, the power he had, what he was doing. You know? And then when he was with, not trying to show off, and he's with me, you're going to wait till I go to court to set that as the date where you're going to do it. So I was finding out everything about it. Thank God I'm in the pen and I'm thinking like, damn, bro, how I'm gonna tell these people like, yo, that's because you know, they can't talk to this dude right away. He's somewhere else in another building, everything. I just happen to run into him in court, in the court bus. You know what I mean? Because they pick up from every building, the box, what have you. You know, but he was in the box. So yeah, so he was in the bus, but in the little the chairs that are in the gate by himself. You know what I'm saying? Then is everybody else in the back of the bus. Like as soon as you come in the bus, I think if I'm got it correctly, it's like one gate there that is like dolo, like for one person. Facts. If I remember correctly, and then it's like you go in, and then it's like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I mean, there's another chair right behind that one, but I'm not talking about that. When you pass all that shit, where the gates are separate from everybody, then it's like, everybody else together. So I'm right here on him, and he's right here. I'm in the one that's super uncomfortable. The first one where your feet got no space to stretch because that gate where he's at is like right next to your leg. I'm right there, like, what's up? So we talking, so I hear clearly what he's telling me. We ain't talking over nobody. We ain't nothing. We right there. If you ever been on those buses, you know which one I'm talking about. When the girls come in that are smelly jelly, that you be open and trying to get her number, and when she turn around, she's like, hey, she's missing all her on deep, and you still take the number because you nasty, boy. Anyway, shout out to everybody though. He tells me not. So I get back, I let the news out that he didn't have nothing to do with it. And the moral of the story and the whole point I'm trying to make is that we got to be careful who you calling a rat or somebody's telling, right? Because decisions could be made with a person's life. And especially on this social media, we got a tendency of just hearing somebody's word and be like, yo, he's a rat. And knowing that nowadays with these editing skills, with Photoshop, with all types of shop, there's our dudes is even making fake paperwork on a dude. I heard somebody say, yeah, but it was stamped and it says state of New York versus and all this. Bro, that doesn't matter. I know dudes that are so nice that they been making things like that. Facts. You got to know what you're talking about and then know what you're getting into. Sometimes for having a big mouth and not minding your business, you could wind up in an indictment that has to do with him being murked. And now they offering you 25 or life. Facts. All because you said, I know he told for a fact. But then homeboy gets into a beef with him, murks him intentionally or unintentionally, but he involves you in the story when they say how you found that out then, that he had told and all that. And he'd be like, because Tyrone told me. Oh, so now you involved, you helped that thing happen, my man. Like dudes don't know the law. Like what's popping? That's like the same situation that happened with a lot of people. Oh, yo, where he live at? They looking for him to murk him. You like, I know where he live. Son, that's his address. He live in the corner building right there on the 5th floor. You make a left, you right there, the door, the brown door. You just saw, and then he's plotting to go do something to this dude. When he gets back and they told him, how you found out where he lived at? Jose told me. Guess who they looking for now? Jose, you are part of that case, my man, if they really want you to be. Facts, it happens every day. But we don't think about that till it happens. Listen, if you don't know certain facts, you got to watch what you say. Dudes be loose online. I see it all the time. We wasn't able to do that back in the day. And even now, it shouldn't be valid. But these people say it's the young dudes. No, it's the older dudes. We worse. But you know why people are cool with that? Because they be like, oh, but he didn't do a crime with him. That's not telling. Because you love that new rule. Or whatever it is. It's not a rule to me, but that's what people are trying to spread. That you have to only do a crime with a dude in order for it to be telling. Bro, telling is telling, my dude. I don't care what it is or who it is. Facts. It's crazy, man. But watch your peoples, watch your surroundings, man. But most importantly, watching these dudes that send you on soldier moves, on doja moves, for their own hidden agenda, for power, for greed, because he wants to be in the position that the next man is in or was in. So he tries to manipulate a whole gang of people to believe in his word and what he's saying. And if he's doing that to you now, imagine what the person will do when he's really in power. Don't be nobody's crash dummy. Don't be a follower. Always be a leader. If certain people feel a certain way about somebody, then why they don't go do it themselves? Follow up on things. If you live in that life, although I feel that you shouldn't be, and if you never been to jail, never been in a gang or nothing, good. You're a great man. Don't do it because it's for nobody. Jail is for no one. Stay out of trouble. Keep doing what you're doing that's kept you out. That don't make you less than a man. You're a real man. We had our heroes wrong. We admired and looked up to the wrong people, and that's a fact. And I'm gonna always say that. And remember, real OGs don't destroy hoods. We build it. Leave in the comments how you feel about that. Have you ever had that happen to you? Or do you see that going on nowadays in social media and everything? Because people get hurt every day over that. And that's a fact. Or he's telling, and they got it all wrong. And poor dude got killed. And it was all because this dude didn't like him or wanted something he had. But a week before that, the same dude was calling him my brother, talking about, yo, I love that dude. Really? Is he your brother? We all supposed to be God's children, the Almighty Father's children. We are brothers, but we don't treat each other like brothers and sisters. We quick to get at our own brothers and sisters. Will you do that to the one that's at your house, sleeping with your moms and your pops? What's the difference from anyone else? If you say you believe in God or in a higher power, whatever, Allah, whoever the person believes in, you believe in some type of higher power. And your higher power says that these other people around you are your brothers and sisters. So I don't know, do you really believe then? Or you just believe some of his words? This is on the lockout, man. I love you. Love all people. Leave the comments. We answer back all comments. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And don't forget, Tech for Rec is coming tonight. TEK, the number 4, and REK on YouTube. For real. Tune in. That's where I'm teaching everything and everything. I love y'all. My name is Warpath.